Izzy, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, it's great to be here, Keith. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you because it's been a while since we last chatted and got caught up on what's happening at mabl. So I'm sure there's a ton that has been going on. So that's what we're here to do. So our audience, if they're not familiar with mabl, what does the company do?
Yeah, so Mabel's a modern SaaS platform that is used by software engineering teams for helping with quality. So our customers are some of the largest brands around the world, like Charles Schwab or Dollar Shave Club, for instance, and they use Mabel to make sure there's no bugs in their applications before they ship into production.
So you and your co-founder, Dan Belcher, you have a history of success as entrepreneurs. So how did you come across this idea and this like void in the market?
Yeah, so we left Google back in 2017, along with Mike Bartuca, one of the engineers from Stackdriver. And we just went and talked to hundreds of developers and engineering leads around the world. And we asked them, like, what's changed in their lives? And they said, well, we're adopting DevOps, which is, shipping things much more quickly than they were before. And as we dug into that, they said, testing is the new bottleneck. My developers are moving so quickly, but the tools I'm using, processes I'm using for testing just aren't keeping up. So that really was the core kind of problem we tried to solve. And so we built this platform that makes it really, really easy to create automated tests. Those tests are intelligent and use machine learning to basically be resilient to changes that happen in the application. And then you get tons of rich diagnostic data to actually figure out like what went wrong and what caused that failure. So it's been a great journey so far.
And what like testing, obviously, like technology is everywhere. So I would imagine the market opportunity for this is just a massive scale.
Yeah, so testing is part of the DevOps market, and it's a $2.5 billion market purely for automated testing. It's actually one of the largest segments of the DevOps market, and it's growing about 15% per year. So historically, there hadn't been a lot of innovation, and now companies like mabl are coming in and making it kind of modern SaaS in the cloud using AI. So it's an incredible market opportunity, and one of the reasons we're attracted to it is because this $2.5 billion of spend is all on-prem. So there's no SaaS leader. This market hasn't moved to SaaS. And we all know what happens when markets move to SaaS, like Salesforce or Snowflake or Tableau and things like that. So it's an exciting time to be in this market.
So what's the size of the company currently in terms of number of employees and what are the growth plans ahead?
Yeah, so we've got about 50 employees globally, split between the US, Europe, and actually Japan, which is a high growth market for us. About 175 customers globally. 10 of the Fortune 500, 25 of the Fortune Global 2000. So lots of kind of big chunky customers, but also we support the more kind of SaaS and startup modern customers out there as well. So, and then we're hiring. So across the business, we're hiring pretty much in every department, including support, engineering, UX, sales. So we're definitely growing the team, both here as well as in Japan too.
Now, once someone does join the team at mabl, like what's it like working there? What's the culture like?
Yeah, so our culture starts with our core values, which are drive, insight, supportive, and authenticity. I think drive is an important one because management's not around and kind of telling people what to do all the time. We've got a really self-driven culture where people are given latitude to do what they think is right for the company and right for their own area, which is great. And then supportive is also another theme that we really take pride in. So we have this Slack channel called mabl Questions, and you can ask anything there, and you'll get probably 10 or 15 responses within a couple of minutes across the whole company. We just want to help each other in terms of getting our job done. And then lastly, I'll just call out transparency. So that's not one of our core values, but we are open to a fault. We even share our full board deck with our whole company, our whole team after the board meeting. So there's a lot of just sharing of information to make sure people have access to what they need in order to get the job done.
Now, the job market is very active, which is a good thing. People have options. So why is now the ideal time to join mabl?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of reasons. The first one is we're now scaling, right? So it's an opportunity to get in when a company is growing really fast and you're able to have an impact and have a mark on the company as it grows and have opportunity actually for professionally to grow as well and grow your skills. The second one is we've gone from this kind of small startup started 3 years ago by three guys and a dog to now we're being recognized by Gartner and Forrester as part of the Forrester wave actually that just came out last year. So we're probably the smallest company on that wave, but it's great to have kind of public recognition from a large analyst like that. And then lastly, I'm actually in the office today, which is great. But it's an opportunity to kind of, start working together with people face to face. I know a lot of people have been, kind of stuck at home, and, we'll never go back to 5 days a week in the office. But for those people who really want to see some face to face kind of work collaboratively, now is the opportunity to do that. And we're starting to do that slowly as well at mabl. So.
Well, if you are interested in exploring opportunities at mabl, you can check out all their job listings on VentureFizz. Go to venturefizz.com/mabl, and that's MABL. And if you want an even deeper dive on the history of mabl and Izzy and Dan's previous company, Stackdriver, that was acquired by Google, you can check out a podcast episode that we recorded a ways back on VentureFizz, which has lots of great information there as well. Izzy, thanks so much for taking the time to walk us through all the great things happening at mabl.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, Keith, and look forward to staying in touch.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. At VentureFizz, our mission is to share the stories of companies, their people, and culture. So if you're interested in more interviews with founders and executives in the tech industry, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching.